Megan, I have a really big treat for you. My friend Joy is here, and she specializes in microgreens. She's going to tell us how to do it.
All right.
Thanks, Joy.
Sure, Patty. Patty and I have been friends for many, many years, so this is kind of easy for us. So you have a lot of different kind of sprouts. You can get sunflower sprouts. My goodness, there's radish and all different kind of companies. I use Handy Pantry sometimes, and there used to be a place on Route 22 called Route 22, and I may stop there on the way back because they still have some stuff, and they do a lot of hydroponics as well. But all different kind of seeds, and so I started a couple yesterday because we're gonna show how to plant them today, but I do want to start to show you how you would start it out in the very beginning. Pick what kind of seeds you want to start.
Buckwheat.
You want to do some buckwheat, okay? And you want to do a sunflower since all the kids love
Yes,
sunflowers?
everybody loves those sunflower ones.
Okay, where's my sunflower seeds? Are they over there? Maybe they left them.
Well,
Big bag right here.
Oh, hello. Thank you very much. Okay, so now with sunflower seeds, they're a big seed. So you want to use the big, and we're going to put about 3 tablespoons. It sounds like a lot, but it's not, because you want to cover that whole tray when you do it. And then we're going to do some buckwheat. So since buckwheat is smaller, we're going to use the smaller. So do a little thing about it.
You usually do like 3 tablespoons or 3 teaspoons, whatever.
Yeah, like depending on how big the seeds are. So I usually do 3 of each. What I usually do too is I'll get some masking tape and I'll write what day I started them in the jars and write what it is, okay? So now you're gonna add water. You don't have to use this kind of water. You can use spring water or whatever. I mean, I don't like to use tap water, but we have spring water at home.
Yeah, and we have filter water here.
So you would put just enough so they're covered. And what I found is I always put some peroxide on it because then the seeds won't get moldy in time, and it just helps them to germinate better.
I had a problem with mold.
Yeah.
So
That's why this is great. I use it for a lot of things. So then what you would do is you would just put your masking tape on here, and you're going to let that set for 24 hours. Yes,
TV magic, 24 hours later.
24 hours later. Well, these are ones I started yesterday. Okay, so now we're going to strain this. And sometimes I just pour it back in so we can get more of those seeds out there.
good pouring skills.
Thanks. I got them all. Now, see that tape? You're going to keep that tape. You're going to use it for something else in here in a minute.
So Joy, what do we do next?
Well, now we're going to put it in the little pan so it's going to grow the sprouts, okay? So now I use this as a kelp meal, and that's really all you'll need with the dirt. And this mix I get is called Metro Mix, and they use it for all the starting of seeds, so it's a nice, it's an organic. So you're going to take probably about a half of that, and you're just going to sprinkle that right in there. It goes always on the bottom.
Is there anything special about these pans?
No, but you know what? They make perfect sized sprouts, so you can make a whole bunch of them, and you can get these like 2 or 3 for $1. So I like them. You can get the regular ones too, but these last, they come with these nice little lids. What I do here is I make a bunch of these gallon bags with the dirt in and water already in it, so it's moist.
Oh.
And then you don't have to worry about, you're going to just put... I was going to say I'm going to make a mess here, but...
That's all right.
You're gardening.
I'm gardening. This is great to do in the winter when everybody's so depressed because they're not outside. And if you grow these, it's like you're gardening all year.
Joy, you said there was that one book you like.
Yeah, and it's called All Year Gardening. But I love it.
Well, we'll show a picture of that book.
And the kids do it. Isabella, my granddaughter, she's 12. She loves to start them on her windowsill. Okay, so you want to put that flat down like this. Now you're going to get this spoon again. This comes in handy a lot. See how many seeds we started,
wow.
But you've got to pack them in tight, and you'll see the results here in a second. And then put the back of it. You want every little area to be done.
I'm surprised you put so many seeds in there.
Yep. Now, there's a little bit of seeds left, but I'm going to show you how you can use different containers that are fun. They could be little coffee cups or little teacups or whatever for the kids.
Okay.
Every little area is pretty much covered. Okay, so now this is the thing you're going to do. You're going to put this on top, and then you have to put something heavy on top of that. Now, when I'm doing a whole bunch of seeds, I'll have this piled up and then put the heavy thing, because what it does is when you put something heavy on that, the seeds have to break through that and push up, and that's how the sprouts start.
Oh, that.
So it's like they're underground in the dirt, but really, this is why it's called micro growing, because you're faking them out by the weight. Take this. Can you take that off since I have gloves on? And you're gonna put that right on the bottom of that, so you'll know what seeds you can put.
That's perfect.
So that's why that little piece of tape's gonna go the whole way through
And
this
I
stuff.
like to reuse stuff.
Yeah,
So
and like I
that
said,
is
these
great.
pans are just a perfect size. Now these are gonna be radish.
And we come in close. As you can see, they're already sprouting.
And that's just overnight. Okay, so that's the radish. Now we're going to do the same thing over again. We get a little bit of this. A little bit of kelp.
Get over.
Is the kelp meal like fertilizer?
Yeah, it's an organic fertilizer.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's really good.
Do you just buy these things at like a garden supply?
Well, you know what? I got this online.
Uh-huh.
It was from the book that we'll show you. They recommended it. And this bag's been, I've had it for like 3 years. You don't use much. See, it's so nice with this soil is moist.
It is. I would not.
It's
have
just so
thought
much
about doing
easier.
that.
Because
Yeah.
see, if it's dry and it goes in there and then you put the water in, it's kind of sloppy for a while. I make bags of this up and just have them in a container. Okay, Patty, why don't you just put those little seeds on top?
Have your spoon?
Paper.
I believe that's what you did.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun.
This would be a great kid
This looks
activity.
like they'll
It's
all
very
fit.
good for kids because they can see how it grows.
These look like they'll
yeah,
all
I
just
pretty
be-
did good. I did good, pretty
You did
good on that
good.
one. And then just pat that down. But isn't it cool how they already sprouted? And I do believe
just
that
overnight.
peroxide does that too. I think it really helps. It's, like I said, sometimes I usually do 5 at a time or more. So you're going to put that on top. And you're going to take this and you're going to put that right on top of there. So
Clever. So clever.
so there it is.
And our tape.
And our tape. Oh my goodness gracious, thank you for the tape. There's the tape. We put it on. It's packed down. And now what you're going to do with this is you're going to put it in a dark closet or somewhere dark. You don't want this in any light for 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
And then as soon as you'll see how cool this is, this will push this up this high. Because like I said, this is pretending it's the ground. So it'll push up and you'll go down there one day and you'll say, oh my goodness, it's ready to. And then as soon as that happens, you take it off. I take a little bit of this is peroxide mixed with a little bit of the water, and you're gonna spray on top of that, just again for in case mold or anything like that. And then you're gonna put it either under a grow light or you can put it right on your windowsill. And it'll
Take
then
off.
every day it gets bigger and bigger. All right, so hey Patty, why don't you put some seeds in there to make that little cute little thing? Like I said before, you can use any container and it really looks nice on your windowsill. And so you can even use the lid to just pat that down.
That's what I just thought of. Okay, like that?
Perfect.
And then just put
You can
that
put
on.
there.
And my weight.
Look at that! Out of the way. So here's some sprouts that we've started, and I had the dates on here to show you the difference. So this was what? This was started on the 19th, but this one was started on the 16th, and you can see
In
the
3
difference,
days.
how much growth you got. And now this thing will get up to about here when it's done. I mean,
Okay.
you could start eating it now, but the higher you let it grow, the more you're going to get out of it, obviously. Okay, so same with this. Which one is this? This is a health blend. Now, I wanted to show you, Patty. See how these are like kind of not as...
Yeah, they're droopy.
Okay, now let me show you something. This is how you can tell one thing it needs water, but pick up this one and pick up this one. See the weight difference?
Oh yeah.
So
this
you
is
want it to
heavier.
be, yeah, and because you don't want to overwater something. So when you pick it up and it feels lighter, you know it needs watered.
Okay.
Okay. And then these are some mung beans. They're pretty different.
Oh, those are good.
Of course, the sunflowers that all the children love so much. There's so much nutrition in one sprout and so much protein. If they ate a couple of those every day, they'd be pretty healthy.
And then these, the outer part just
Yeah, that'll
falls
fall
off.
right off. So you can tell, what was the date on here? This is the 19th, this is the 16th. So
So 3 days.
that's
growth.
a lot. Yeah, and that's in the sun. And then, like, again, another little, my dish broke, so we made it into a
Little
planter.
pot.
So anyhow, now this is one that was covered, and now this started to sprout. So this is going to go right underneath the light, you know, today.
You can see the little
You can see the little,
plants
and
popping out of
usually
the
they'd be a
seeds.
little bit bigger. I mean, this was just because I did this a couple days ago. So, but you'll know when it's starting to sprout. Whatever's on top
Starts
of it,
pulling-
it'll pull
pushing
right
up a
out.
little bit.
So
And then how do you water this?
you're just gonna take, I have a little watering jug, but
Okay.
whatever you have handy, if you have a,
You just water it.
yeah. you just
Okay.
And like I said, when it's in this stage too, always you can even put a little bit of this peroxide and water on all this.
Peroxide's healthy for you anyway.
And I'll tell you the truth, with these sunflower sprouts, when I first started doing this, I saw like a little bit of white powdery stuff. They said it's nothing, it's just from the seed. I just put a little bit of this on it,
Good to know.
you know, so you don't have to worry about it. But with the peroxide, you don't have to worry about mold.
When you are harvesting, are you just cutting them with scissors?
Yep, you're just
or...
cutting them with scissors, or you know, with the kids, they just pop them out.
Okay.
But yeah, just scissors, and then you can just make beautiful salads with them. Like if you start 5 at a time every couple of days, you'll have so many sprouts, and it's very inexpensive. And like I said, you can get them all online, Amazon or anywhere.
Part of the salad started here because I want to show you what you can do with microgreens. And this is just a wax
We
piece of
love
paper. And Joy grew some kelp. So you want to grab a little bit of that?
Throw a little bit of this in. Right from the garden this morning. I washed it and soaked it in salt, so there's no bugs.
We always soak in white vinegar. You know, salt's a good idea.
Vinegar? Good
And let's
too.
add some microgreens.
Okay, we're gonna do some radish. So you would just want to cut them really low because the stems are good as well. Oh, and they just
Look
make
at
the
the
salad
beautiful
so
color.
pretty. Have here, this is a health blend. Now on the package of the health blend, it didn't really tell you what all was in it, but I'm guessing there's probably Chinese cabbage seeds, radish seeds. There's like all different sizes in here. See the little wee ones down in here too. There could be clover seeds in this. So I know it's a blend, a mix, but it didn't really say it on the package. Again, just cut real low, and that will just give you a lot of protein in this salad with the garbanzo beans and everything like that. Put them on here, beautiful.
So it's just ready for tossing. What a beautiful salad.
Oh, yes.
Next, we're going to have the grandkids come on and eat some of these microgreens.
Do a little taste test. Tell me when.
When?
I don't want one.
So now we're going to do a taste test, and obviously he didn't like the mung bean. Okay, so Ryder, you want one of these?
Yeah.
All right. What is this, Ryder?
I know.
Sunflower.
Yep.
Okay, eat that. Hey, Bill. Bella, you love sunflowers, don't you? Do you like sunflowers? Do you like anything here?
You might.
Okay.
Sunflower is probably the best.
You know, if you ever
Choice.
ate a sunflower seed, it'd probably taste just like it. There. Like them? Who likes them? And they're really good because they have vitamin E, vitamin C.
Don't eat the dirt.
They have.
I don't like this one. It has banana.
Well,
Where
it's a
are them?
seed.
No, where-
You want to try one of these? This is something different.
Isaac, what do you think about microgreens?
Good.
Eat them.
Spicy.
Here, Bill.
The radish ones are a little spicy, I
Wanna
think.
try
I
them?
like them.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
he's
a mouthful of those.
Nobody wants to try a mung bean now.
I'll try it.
They just look
Oh,
fun.
I like the mung beans.
They're different.
Don't try it.
I think when they're first
These are
popping out,
spicy. The little one didn't like the spice.
when the mung beans are first
Like these?
popping out of their seeds, they look like little
What's your
snake
favorite?
tongues.
What's your favorite one?
These ones.
Sunflower.
Sunflower's all the kids' favorite.
Yeah. You like these best? See, you
I
like
like
me.
these.
I like spicy. Which one did you like?
I think on the end's good too.
Popping into things.
Sunflower. Okay.
Wait, that thing on the end's good too.
Thanks for joining us. Please subscribe.
Okay.